Something that annoys me more than anything else on YouTube are American company-style channels, such as ScreenRant, Miss Mojo, Watch Mojo, all of those company-typed channels. And one of the worst ones has to be ScreenRant. And one of their worst series is their Disney Theory series. Now, I've reacted to a Disney Theory video of theirs before, and I'll link that up there so you can go give that a watch. And I thought it's finally time to delve in to yet another one. And today, so last time, we watched 10 crazy Disney theories that are too real to ignore. I ignored a lot of them because they were all crap. And the one we're going to go to today is 10 theories that make Disney movies so much darker. Do they need to be made darker? No, because they're Disney films. ScreenRant going to make them darker anyway? You bet your bottom dollar. Let's go.
Despite being filled with happy moments, great songs, and funny gags, Disney movies have been known to go some pretty dark places. From illegitimate children and chopping off body parts to multiple
illegitimate children? What's an illegitimate child? I know we're only like 15 seconds in, but what is an illegitimate child? A child who's born to parents who are not married to each other.
Dead animals. Check out some of the theories making current and classic Disney movies darker than you ever imagined. Born of cold and winter. Sven's frozen mother. As we saw in Frozen, Sven and Kristoff have a great relationship and bond. They understand each other, share carrots, and were both raised by a family of magical rock trolls. It's just too bad.
I mean, while we're here, you may as well go and check out my theory as to why Kristoff is definitely part of the nostalgia people. While we're here.
One origin theory paints their time together a lot darker than it seems. The next time you watch Frozen, take a moment to stop singing along and pay attention to Kristoff's clothes. He is clearly wearing reindeer pelts, a material made of skin like Sven's. As the theory goes, Kristoff is actually wearing the skin of Sven's mother, given to him after she was killed.
How they've just presented an entire theory in 1 minute 15 is baffling. So, this is what annoys me about these channels, is the evidence. The only evidence they've got is it looks like reindeer pelt. And Sven likes him. If you have a pet dog, there you go, they're going to like you if you raise them. But you're not going to be wearing the skin of their dead parents, are you? So, it just does my head in that they... Whatever.
For me. Okay?
Bing Bong's monster life. Bing Bong's death is tragic enough as it stands in Inside Out, but there's one theory that adds more sadness. The theory involves a crossover between Inside Out and Monsters, Inc. The imaginary character of Bing Bong was manifested from an actual monster that used to come through Riley's closet door. Clearly, by the goofy nature and...
Okay. When was this released? 12th of June 2018. Right, hang on. The Super Carlin brothers did it, or was it Seamus Gorman? Hang on, I will find this. There we go. "5 years ago, Who Was Riley's Monster?" And in that, they suggested that Bing Bong was Riley's monster. 10 theories. 12th June, 3 years ago. Do they link the Super Carlin brothers? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. That is something that really annoys me. If you're going to use a theory of someone's, please credit it.
Outfit. Bing Bong started his monster career when the company relied on laughs rather than screams. Eventually, Bing Bong lost his door connection to Riley, meaning the poor monster lost Riley both in the real world and in the girl's imagination. Time to cue sadness for a double dose of depression.
Boy, you're in a heap of trouble.
The world of Cars. Reality, where cars have human-like features and run the country. But what if instead of an alternate reality, the film actually represents our future? According to multiple theories and some inside info at Pixar, the film actually takes place in the future, where human existence has been wiped away. Each car features automated technology and actually adapts into the personality of the last person who owned it or sat inside the vehicle. Using humans' thoughts and memories, the cars live out their own world and adapt everything to fit their four-wheeled lifestyle. Mufasa's revenge. Mufasa's death at the hands of Scar was as dark and dirty as they come in a Disney movie. But if one theory is true, then Mufasa's was even more bitter. As Mufasa's spirit visits Simba, it's clear he is part of the clouds, sky, and is constantly looking over. But can he also control the weather? Almost immediately after his death, the Pride Lands dealt with an epic drought. Animals were killed off or driven away.
Sorry, they're starting to suggest that Mufasa controls the weather. Like Mother Nature.
And his own lion family nearly starved to death. Despite this, Mufasa keeps the drought going, in hopes of seeing his son Simba rise to the occasion and deliver vengeance. Further proof of Mufasa's weather-controlling powers come from when lightning strikes down at the Pride Lands and rain pours down shortly after Simba's victory.
Do you even know what a sun?
I think that's called a coinky-dink. It's got animation and film coincidence.
Cyborg is?
I can't say that I do, man.
Love this film.
Killing
by
your
the way.
groom. In
Such
Wreck-It
a-
Ralph, we get to witness Sergeant Calhoun's dark backstory, where her wedding day is disrupted by a Cyborg who completely devours her fiancé at the altar. In a quick edit, we see Calhoun pull out a gun and completely obliterate the off-screen bug as she has a look of horror on her face. What Disney didn't show us is Calhoun actually had to shoot and kill some form of her own husband. As shown in other parts of the film, Cybugs transform into the people or things they eat. This means the Cybug likely had the shape of Calhoun's husband, and she had to deliver some nasty headshots to kill him and the
that kinda makes
Cybug
sense,
off
actually.
for good.
That's a good point. I'll give them that.
Hello, Belle.
Bonjour, Gaston.
Gaston's Hunting Days. In an effort to save time and money, Disney has reused animation throughout the years and snuck it in many different films. Unfortunately for them, they should have never used shots from Bambi in Beauty and the Beast, so this dark theory wouldn't have formed. The theory here is simple. Gaston killed Bambi's mother. Early in Beauty and the Beast, we see Bambi's mother sipping water from a stream. During
Sorry, how can you 100% guarantee that random deer is Bambi's mum? Google cartoon deer. They all look the same. They're all deer. They're all going to look exactly the same. So your theory's starting with the fact that that deer, we're just assuming that's Bambi. Or Bambi's mum even. We're just assuming that.
Gaston's
Right?
visit to the local pub, we see his wall of trophies with numerous deer heads. After his recent return from a hunting trip, it's pretty safe to say Gaston was the hunter from Bambi.
Okay, is it? Should we do some research now? Should we do some research, guys? When does Bambi take place? Do we know? Do we have a date? Okay, Bambi's mother was shot in spring of 1942. Okay, 1942 spring. Hang on, where though? California, Washington? California, right. Why am I researching this? We know that Beauty and the Beast takes place in France. So unless he's travelled to a different country to hunt, that's ridiculous. I've done more research to debunk their theory in 30 seconds than they did to create the thing.
Another reason to cheer for Gaston's epic fall and death. An Emperor's New Murder. A quick scene and gag in The Emperor's New Groove has blown up in recent years to a full-fledged theory about a small insect. During a quick transition scene, we see a fly get caught on a spider's web. Just as the giant spider comes to devour the fly screams out for help using clear English. The only other animals in the film who are able to talk are ones who have been transformed from humans. So long before Cusco was turned into a llama, Yzma turned some human into the fly. Our best guess? A former servant who didn't quite live up to her high standards and expectations. Moana is a demigod. In Moana, one of her biggest allies throughout the film is the ocean itself. The ocean introduces her to the heart of Te-Fiti, guides her along, and even helps save her life. According to a theory on Reddit, the ocean may have even turned her into a demigod. According to Maui, he was turned into a demigod when he
So if your theory's from Reddit, you need to reevaluate your theory.
was dropped into the ocean as a baby. The same thing happened to Moana when she was sent on her adventure and instantly caught in a typhoon. Her landing on Maui's island was no coincidence. She was being formally introduced to another demigod, Chip's father. The origins of the curse in Beauty and the Beast raised many questions for fans. How long has the curse lasted? Did it freeze time? And where did Chip come from? Mrs. Potts is clearly too old to be his mother, but the character must have parents. And one theory points directly at the Beast himself. According to the theory, Chip is the illegitimate son of the Beast. But like most of his relationships, the Beast ignored his own son.
I'm sorry, what? When did this come out? 2018. So, Beauty and the Beast, the new Beauty and the Beast was already out. That debunked all of these, and they're still thinking, well, throw it in a theory video. Literally, we know who
And
his
Mrs.
father
Potts
is.
stepped up to raise him. The Beast's bitter attitude may have come from when Chip was dropped off at his doorstep by the actual mother of the young boy. If the shoe fits. One of the most infamous scenes in Cinderella is when the title character loses her glass slipper at the end of the ball she attends. The loss of the slipper creates a huge search among all females in the land.
Yeah.
Through a montage, we see characters attempt to try the slipper on, but there is some dark origin material Disney left off screen. In the original Cinderella stories, some of the female characters actually cut off toes and parts of their heels to make the foot fit inside the glass slipper. That would have been a sight to see, as the prince tried to find his true love while dealing with some severed toes.
But that's not a theory. Is it? That's just referring to the old actual story. It's not a theory. You haven't come up with anything there. That's not a theory. I get so stressed out by these videos for no reason. There's no reason for me to get this worked up about these things. But they do really get to me. And you know what also gets to me? People who watch these videos that aren't subscribed. Oh, look at that. That was a through ball. That's a football term. That was a... That's all I got. I shouldn't have carried on. There's another reaction to some more Disney theories that are complete crap. Do like the video if you enjoyed it. Do dislike it if you didn't enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new and haven't done so already. Head over to my Twitch, where I try to stream most days if I'm not working. And I'll see you in the next one. So... hang on, hang on. I need to stop recording at the same time, otherwise I'm going to have a sham.
I love Fraser. We love Fraser. Bum 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 bum. Fraser, Fraser.